When people don't know what you've been through, they don't understand your praise. When they don't know what you have sacrificed, those late nights when you wanted to quit, I'm talking to somebody, those times when you were crying saying, I can't make it, you have a reason to celebrate. And let me tell you, with everybody trying to stop your shine, you cannot be stopped. And I'm going to quote the famous lines of the ubiquitous Sean P. Diddy Combs, can't stop, won't stop. Who am I talking?
Well, it's a pleasant good night to everybody who's here tonight for another Unstoppable Live program. Hope everybody is doing great tonight. I'm seeing a lot of the regulars checking in tonight. Kizzy, good night to you. Alison, how are you? Queen Fatima, it's great to see you. Pat Henry, welcome Pat, great to see you. Kemisha is here as well. And the Iridata and my Facebook crew as well. Welcome to another live Unstoppable show. All right, Chippy, hello. Nadine, Wagwan, Sir Speng, blessings. Welcome everybody. Now, before we even go any further, I want to beg you, I not ask you, I beg you to just do and share out the program right now. Share it out. If you're on Facebook, share it out. Chippy, thanks for the share, my general. I see that one day. Remember, Facebook crew, once you share, Facebook shows me who shares. So Chippy, thanks for the share. I appreciate it. Paulette just share as well. Thank you, Paulette. All right. So Facebook crew, I click the share button there. Thank you. I appreciate it. YouTube crew, here only can share now. You can share as well by clicking the share button and send it to a WhatsApp contact. That way, your share, we invite at least one person. Right? When you share it to at least one WhatsApp contact, that person will come over and you plus that person make two. So think about it. All right? So do that and do that for me. Good. Also, YouTube crew, we only have 46 likes. So nobody make me have to stop the program half an hour and say, we not start back until you click the like button. Nobody make we have to do that tonight. You know, it's a brand new year and the least we can do is get the likes up once the show start. All right, like Pat and I had a conversation earlier and Pat said Unstoppable, most of them are watching up on the TV, so that's why. But though I understand you're watching on the TV, you can just click like on your phone same way and continue watching on the TV. It's not hard. All right, it's easy. All right, then thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate that. Now people, we have a topic tonight. It's a sad topic. Let me just come out straight with it. It's a very sad topic tonight. And it's not a topic that a parent is going to be comfortable discussing. It's not going to be easy for this mother to share what she's about to share with us tonight. But nevertheless, she is here and she wants to share her story. I had the opportunity to speak with her, and just listening to her telling me what happened was truly sad. It was heartbreaking for me to listen to, and it will be heartbreaking for you to listen to tonight as well. Now, just prepare to call in after the mother speaks tonight, because I'm quite sure she will want some positive words from the Unstoppable family tonight. You know, so after she speaks, and I know the show go already, after she speaks and share her story, her ordeal, I'm going to open the phone lines, viewers, so that, those of you who want to call in and strengthen her a bit can do so. And just bear with her while she tries to let this out. Because like I said, it's not an easy one for any parent to talk about losing a child. Now, the topic tonight, my daughter died laying in my lap. She only cried of an headache. A mother's true story. Now, just from the topic alone, viewers, just from the topic alone, Unstoppable Family, only can understand why I said tonight's topic is a sad one. So if you have not shared as yet, please share this out for me like I asked earlier and get some more persons to come in and hear this one tonight. It's a truly sad situation for a mother to have to be here tonight to share this, but she is here. Before I get to the topic and invite the guest to the program, we have to pay the credits to the sponsors for the show. And then we're going to start talking to the caller tonight. The sponsor for tonight's show is Slam IPTV. All right, you can get IPTV channels from across the world. Anywhere you want channels from, you can get it from Slam IPTV. If you're in the US or anywhere and you feel like you want to watch some Jamaican local channels, you can reach out to Slam IPTV at 647-858-4337 WhatsApp, or you can call them straight and they will provide your needs. All right, any channels that you request, Slam IPTV can give it to you. All right, you can also find them on Instagram at Slam_IPTV and also on Facebook. And we have a giveaway coming up soon, not tonight, but we have a giveaway coming up soon where we'll be giving away a 1-year package, a 6-month package, and 2 1-month packages as well. All right, so stay tuned for the Slam IPTV giveaway. We also have the next sponsor for tonight's show, Auntie Chris's Jerk Sauce. All right, now like I told you all the time, and like you've heard testimonials from other persons who purchased Auntie Chris's Jerk Sauce, it's awesome. Awesome should be the name of this sauce right here. All right, you can order your sauce by calling Chrissy at 317-798-6131, or you can also WhatsApp the number as well, and you can visit the website at www.chriskitchengadget.com and mention the name Unstoppable and get yourself your sauce and at a discounted price as well. All right, Oral Blake, thank you so much for that contribution, my brother, and thank you to everybody that has contributed to the program via PayPal and other options already. All right, so here we go. We're going to get into the program right now, and we're going to introduce the guests to the program. But remember the rules of this platform. We do not allow disrespect. You are never allowed to call my guest a fool, a dunce, a jackass, a yamed, a idiot, nothing like that, or else you will be blocked. Plain and simple. All right, so with that said, I'm going to introduce the guest, and we're going to take a listen to what she has to share tonight. But please, like I said, bear with her because it's not an easy one for this mother to share tonight. Carla, good night again. How are you?
Good night. I'm okay.
No.
I'm trying to be.
I'm sorry?
I said I'm trying to be okay.
You're trying to be okay. I understand. And I totally, I empathize with your situation. And I'm going to, you can take your time while you're sharing tonight. No rush. You can just take your time and breathe as you share this situation. And if you feel the need to stop whenever, you can do that, okay?
Okay.
All right. So what I want you to do for me right now is I want you to share the situation with me and the viewers, but I want you to start from the very beginning of how things started, all right?
Okay. I can go ahead now?
Go ahead.
Okay. Is it okay if I could call my daughter's name?
Yes, sure, that's fine.
Okay. I am a mother of 5. I will be talking about my fourth child. Her name was Aquasia Shaniqua Tiana Douglas, and we call her Platinum. She was a very lively girl. She always smiling. Whenever one see her, she always have a smile on her face. She was very respectful. You don't have to be her biological aunt or uncle for she to say auntie so and so or uncle so and so. He was a student of the Tivoli Gardens High School. Before the Tivoli Gardens High School, she attended the Seaview Garden Primary and on to the Tivoli Gardens High School. She was a lover of church. She would have never missed church for nothing. He goes to church every Sunday. Um, he goes to church when it's choir practice. He used to attend the Deliverance Ministry, Church of God in Seaview Garden. He was full of life. She was a mentor to our peers. She was a motivator also to our peers. She even motivated me as her mom. There are so much words to describe her. She was everything. Persons who come in contact with her loved her. She was loved by many, if not all. I can never point out on one person that I can say hated my daughter because she was a very jovial and love, fun, caring person. Some persons would have said it's because of the month she born, but I don't think months have nothing to do with that.
All
She
right.
was
A few
just
of the
who she
viewers saying you
is.
sound a bit far from your phone. Is it possible for you to speak up a bit more?
Okay. She was a very fun, loving person. Anybody who come in contact with her always loved her. Um, Platinum, whenever time she goes out, she will come back home and she will give me all the details. If it's church, school, or anything, she will come back home. She'll give me all the details. She will help me to come up with ideas how I can make money and I don't have to work too hard and all of that. She was my everything. She was only 15 years old, but she reasoned beyond her age. If you have a talk with her, you would have think you are talking to an adult. That's how my platinum was. Prior to that, she was the only child living with me because everybody else big and gone on their own. So, she was the only one there with me. So, she was like very, very, we were very close. We were matching clothes, matching shoes. Her color was blue, so she would be in a blue, I would be in a black, but the same thing.
Take your time. Take your time. How old was she at the time? How old was she?
She was 15 when that happened. 15.
Okay.
She turned 15 the 23rd of December 2019. And 2 weeks after that, I lost her. I lost her. Today is 2 years since I lost her.
What was your daughter's personality like? I know it's
Give
not
me a
easy.
second.
I know. Take your time. No rush. Viewers, like I said, just bear with her a bit because, it still hurts, you know. It still hurts for her to even talk about this. And as a mother, as a parent, you know, it's obvious that she may break down throughout the conversation. But like I said, just bear with her and be understanding. All right. All right. Just tell me a little bit about her personality. What was she like? She was 15. What was her personality like?
Her personality was like, God, she was like, she take control. She's always like in control. She was this, as I said, she was fun, loving. There wasn't a dull moment with her. If she's sick, I don't know. If she's feeling pain, I don't know because she's always smiling. She have a smile on her face. She's always smiling. No, don't care what is happening. She's always smiling.
Mm-hmm.
Always smiling. So everybody, including myself, always remember her through her smiling. She had a very nice personality.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't a lavish little girl. She was always smiling. If she passed you 10 times, she's gonna call to you, good morning, good afternoon, whatever, whoever. What time of the day she's gonna say something to you.
Tell us what happened now. Let's get an understanding of what happened.
Uh, on the sixth, yeah, on the 6th of January, she was like, "Mommy, my head is hurting me." I said, "Okay, I'm gonna take you to the doctor." I take her to Dr. Gardner's office on Waltham. Dr. Gardner checked her and everything, and he gave me some medication. I went to purchase. Before I went to purchase the medication, she said to me, "Mommy," I said, "Yes." She said, "Could you take me home, please? And then you go and buy the medication." I took her home and I went and I buy the medication. And as soon as I reach home, I get her something to eat for her to start taking her medication. She said to me that, "Mommy, I don't feel good. My head is still hurting me." And I said, "Don't worry, Platinum. It's going to be all right because I have your medication now." Anyway, prior to that, we were home in the night. She was in her bed. I was in mine. And she said, "Mommy," I said, "Yes." She said, "Can you come and lay beside me?" I said, "Sure." I went there and I laid beside her. Then she told me that she wanted to use the bathroom. I got up and I took her to the bathroom. After I took her to the bathroom, she comes back out. She said she wanted to sit for a while. She was there sitting in the chair. She said she feel like she want to get up. So I said, "You want me to help you?" She said, "No, mommy, I'm okay. It's just my head hurting." After that, she got up. When she got up, she fell. When she fell, um, and was like, "Platinum, what is happening?" She was unconscious. I cried out for help. My neighbors came to my assistance. One of my friends, her baby father, just came in from work. That was about 12 o'clock in the night, and he and her took me and my Platinum down by Kingston Public Hospital. They got a wheelchair, they pushed her in, they do her vitals and everything. And my daughter was there crying for her head. And I'm telling the nurse, "My daughter is crying for her head. Please help her." Nurse said, "Nothing is wrong with her." So I said, "You're not feeling her pain." She's crying for this headache from yesterday. I took her to the doctor. I even took the medication that Dr. Garden gave me to the hospital because I was wondering if this medication was too strong for her or what. Anyway, I showed it to the nurse. She said, no, nothing is wrong with it. I must just sit here with her and wait to see the doctor. We were there and we were talking. She was talking and I said to her, your head still hurt? And she said, yes. I said, I don't know what to do to stop this headache. She said, Mommy, just pray for me. And I said, okay. And I was there and I was praying, but I wasn't praying out loud. Anyway, she's there and we were there still talking. And she's like, Mommy, I just want to give God thanks. And she's just in the hospital. Persons be looking on her like she's going crazy because she's just praising God and she's just telling God thank you and she's crying for hallelujah and she's going on and on. And I just sit there watching her. And she said, Mommy, my head. She keeps crying for her head. And I keep going back and forth to the doctors and the nurse to help her just to keep the pain. They said I have to wait on the doctor that is coming on the next day. Prior to that, we were there. We were there sitting down and she keep talking because she's a person like me. She always tell me how much I love her. And I tell her back how much I love her more. And she always talk and said, Mommy, we're gonna go to the States and we're gonna go to Manhattan and we're gonna shop and she's just like that. She always tell me, Mommy, don't worry yourself because God is gonna provide. But before that, sorry about this, but before that, 2019, I went to the Bahamas. When I went to the Bahamas, I was there from April and my birthday was May and she sent me a text telling me happy birthday and how much she loved me and she missed me and from I leave, she not feeling that love like how she used to feel when I'm there. So I said to her, I'm gonna come home next week. And she said, no, mom, just finish your time and then you come home. When I came home, when I went back home to Jamaica in June, she was home from school as yet. When she came home from school that Friday evening and she saw me, where how she was glad, she jumped on me, almost pitched me to the ground. We were so happy to see each other. Then she said to me, Mommy, it is black. She said, if you get a permanent job in Jamaica, will you go back to the Bahamas to work? I said, no, black. She said, okay. I am going to give you a permanent job. So I said, how are you going to do that? She said, Mommy, you can make natural juice very good. So we're going to start a juice business. My daughter and I started that juice business. At this time, she was only 14. She wasn't 15 as yet. And I said to her, Platinum, I have to get a deep freeze because the standing fridge is not going to carry everything. And she said, Mommy, you got to get that deep freeze. And this was June. This was June 2019. We started the juice business. And before school closed in July for summer, I had a deep freeze because my daughter helped me to manage my money and put aside that I could buy myself a second-hand deep freeze. And she said, okay, mommy, we have a deep freeze now. Here is the thing now. We are going to sell ice cream, icicles, and stuff like that. I turned to her and I said, Platinum, that's going to be too much. She said, mommy, God is providing. So, it's not too much. And this was 2019, end of July to August. My daughter never wanted me to travel, so she tried everything. She's like, sometimes she said, Mommy, whenever I have a vehicle, she would like, Mommy, can you drop me to school? I said, no problem. She would go in the fridge and she would take out every flavor that I have, one of each, and carry to school and sell it in order for us to make a living. So you see, my daughter was so precious to me. She was there for me. She was my motivation. She was my everything. Anyways, fast forward back to January 7th, 2020. She was there, and we were there in the hospital, and she's telling me how much she loves me, and I must not worry myself because it's gonna be okay. And I said, I know, Platinum, I know. And she was just there talking. She was just there telling me how much, how much she loved me, which it wasn't a surprise for me because she took that every day. She tell me how much she loved me. And I was there with her. And I was just rubbing her back. And she's talking and she said to me, Mommy, I said, yes, ma'am. She said, I want to sleep. Oh God, up to this day, up to this day, I don't know if I should have tell her no platinum, no close your eyes, no sleep. And she put her head in my lap. Before she closed her eyes, she said, Mommy, don't worry. And if you feel stressed, just rest your head. Rest your head, Mommy, and I love you. And I said to her, I love you more, platinum. And my daughter slept off in my lap. She didn't yap. She didn't fraud. Nothing. She just slept. All she did was slept. And when the nurse came and said, all the persons with the white paper to see the doctor come, my platinum is not a child and is hard to wake. As I touch her, she wakes. And I was there touching her and I said, Platinum, come. It's time for us to see the doctor. And she's not moved. And I said, Platinum, it's time for us to see the doctor. And I called out to the nurse and I said, Nurse, come here. When the nurse came over, she said, what happened? I said, I'm waking her up. And she's not waking. She said to me, put your fingers and feel if she's breathing. I said, yes, nurse, she's breathing. Then she said, okay. And she did it. And then she called for somebody to come with a wheelchair. When they came and they tried to lift her up, they hold her hand up and her hand dropped down like this. And I was like, Platinum, come on, don't be playing. No, we gotta see the doctor. And she just slept right there in my lap. When the porter came around to the emergency section, I saw him coming out of the room, shaking his head like he's like, oh my God. And I said to him, what happened? He said nothing. And I said, tell me what happened. He said nothing. Then I see the nurse and the doctor came out and they called me. They said, what happened? They said, just come with them. So they carried me to the back in a room. So I said, why are you carrying me down here? And they said, what? They asked me my name and I tell them, and they said, Adam, I'm afraid your daughter is dead. I said, no, no, oh. She only said she wanted to sleep. And I said to them, she didn't yap, and I didn't see any fraud in her mouth or coming out of her mouth. The doctor said he realized all of that, but she just slept away. She slept right away. Little did I know, her words were just the last words on the 7th of January, 2020. I didn't know that, Mommy, I love you. It's gonna be okay was her last words to be January 7th, 2020. I was at Kingston Public Hospital begging, begging for them to look at my baby. And they never looked at her until she died. All of them run in the room. What can they do? Okay. After they have me sitting here and let my baby die in my lap. Nurses and the doctors at Kingston Public Hospital, they never tried to help my child. They never. They allow my child to sleep away in my lap. Her pain was unbearable because she just said, my head, my head, my head. And I couldn't do nothing to stop the headache. Nothing. I did what a mother would do, take her to the doctor, and the doctors ignored her.
There's absolutely nothing I could say to your mother that could make you feel better. There's literally no words I could think of that will take away the pain you feel right now. Absolutely none. This happened in 2020, you said, right? January 2020?
Yes, the 7th of January, to be exact. Today is 1 year.
Now,
2 years, sorry.
Now, I know that it's hurting you unbearably. Is your family, rallying around since it happened to be in your corner and give you some support?
No, everybody just think that I am supposed to get over this because they see me going on. They don't know what I'm feeling inside. My daughter died. When my daughter died, I drank water. When I said water, I mean water for almost a year. Every day, water was my tea, lunch, and dinner. I couldn't eat. Everybody just think that she buried, so that's it. I'm supposed to get over it. Today is our 2nd year since she died. Not one, when I say not one of my other big kids call me and say, Bobby, how you doing? Whatever. My daddy didn't call. My brothers didn't call. Nobody. Nobody. When I said nobody, I mean nobody. I guess two friends, two friends texted me and tell me that I must just hold the faith and just try to be strong. But other from that, I have no support from my family, from my relatives, nobody. Everybody just think that I am supposed to be strong. I'm supposed to get over this. They didn't tell me that in so many words, but come on. That's my child. She slept off in my lap. And then the thing is, sometimes I'm wondering if because when I said I don't know how our funeral went, I don't know. People keep telling me how our funeral went because I was out of it, out, out, out. I don't even know where she buried. They said, I think it is either Daughther or Mary she's buried. I don't know where she's buried because the only thing I remember that Sunday morning, February 9th, I got up and I get dressed and I was standing outside and everybody is saying, are you okay? And I said, yes. And I requested for the earth to come by my house for viewing of her body. And she loved this song, um, Jesus, You Love Me Too Much. I requested that song to play as well. And I heard that song coming down the lane. And I don't know nothing else. I don't remember nothing else. Nothing else. I don't remember. The only thing I remember, I woke up in my bed and I'm not in the clothes that I got dressed in that Sunday morning. I don't know nothing else. Nothing.
Let me ask you this. Okay, so you took her to KPH, and
Yes.
I must point out, viewers, that one thing that she said, her daughter was crying out in pain that her head was hurting. The mother crying out to the nurses and the doctors, listen, my daughter needs help. And the mother said on the live just now that the nurse said she all right. So apparently the nurse didn't view it as anything serious. And this is a serious issue right here with these hospitals. People come into the hospital and you have them sitting down on the bench waiting for a long period of time before you tend to them. That is a serious issue. Obviously, if someone comes to the hospital, they are in need of medical attention. What was the cause of death? Did they give that to you?
When I asked my eldest child what did they say, because as I tell you, I don't know nothing. Because even when they are showing me some papers, that was my son's name all over the papers. I said, why is his name there and not mine? They said, Alicia, you couldn't do nothing. You were out of it. They said enough oxygen wasn't going to our brain and pneumonia. So I think if they had looked at her and maybe check her and give her some oxygen, today she would be here with me. Because if they say enough oxygen wasn't going to her brain, maybe, I don't know. They didn't try to help me. My daughter crying, and I think they get used to people just crying, so they don't care who wanna cry.
Mm-hmm.
These doctors and nurses have to do better. They just have to do better.
So the cause of death is classified as pneumonia. That's what they said she died from,
Yes,
and she wasn't getting enough oxygen to her brain.
yes.
Now, I do know that this can't bring your daughter back in any way, but did you speak to a lawyer to see if the hospital could be held accountable for negligence in any way?
Honestly, her daddy said he was going to take it up, and because her daddy is a paramedic, so he was going to take it up and do that. But honestly, it is dragging. It is just dragging, 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 dragging. We gave, we talk, we give us. I gave my, tell them what happened and all of that, and the doctor who was on ward that night and all of that, and they are running their investigation. And I don't know. This is 2 years after my daughter died, and still yet no answer.
No, Derek, she said not enough oxygen was going to the brain, but they classified the cause of death as pneumonia. But they said that the brain wasn't getting enough oxygen. Yes, it happened in Jamaica. All right, so I'm going to open the phone lines, viewers, so that if you want to call in and say something to this mother, you can do so. Mom, I'm going to call you from another line so that I'll use this one for the call-ins, okay? So just hang up and I'll ring you right back. All right.
Okay.
All right, Unstoppable family, the phone line is now open. If you want to call in and say a few words to this mother and, cheer her right along, try to lift her spirits, you can do so. 876-420-3368 is the number. Let's take the very first call right now. All right. Caller, one moment. All right. Mother, you can hear me, correct?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
All right. Caller, you're live and the mother can hear you as well. You could go ahead.
Hey, good evening, Unstoppable. Good evening, Mom. Listen, I'm a mother. I'm a mother of two, and I always feel for mothers. I don't know what it's like to lose a child, and I pray to God that I never have to bear that pain. I'm sitting here and I put myself into your shoes. I'm wearing your hat right now, and I am in. My stomach is in knots. There is nothing that I can say to bring your data back or nothing that I can do to. I wish to God I had that power. But let me tell you something. There is everybody mourn on their own time. Everybody go through pain in their own time. They understand? If some days you're going to be happy, some days you're going to be sad, it's okay. It's okay. Just try to live your life and just try to remember the happy moments and the joy that she brings you, which it sounds like you have more joyful days with her than you did any sad days, right? Keep
Yes,
on with your
yes, right.
business. Let your business have your, just put them, whenever you feel down, just try and gauge that sadness into your, you still have your business, right?
No, I'm not in Jamaica now. I'm back in the Bahamas working.
Okay. Okay. I am so, that hospital, my aunt actually died at a hospital giving birth. So I know about the hospital and the negligence that they go through. And there were legal stuff that was seeking, but it took forever. And that was years ago. It was years ago. So that hospital is known for bringing people to their grave way too soon than anybody expected. But I can just tell you that, I feel it for you. I do. I feel it, and I'm gonna pray for you. I don't know your name, but I'm gonna pray for you, and I'm gonna just beg God that He can give you the strength. Do you understand?
Yeah.
For those days that you're feeling down, because I can't just imagine being a mother myself, and I am so sorry. I am so sorry. But that hospital, something have to be done about that hospital. It just don't make no sense. I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
All right, Carla. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you calling.
Good night, guys.
Much love. All right, the phone lines is open again. Derek, my brother, Wagwan, thank you for calling.
Yes, sir. Shout out and respect due to them one call Unstoppable Live. Happy 2022 to
Blessings.
the Unstoppable crew. Yes, really quickly, ma'am, just like Unstoppable, there's nothing I can say that will ease your pain. I have a 17-year-old daughter, and we actually talk about death and dying. I don't know how the islanders go about doing that, but I know by me being in the healthcare, I've been in healthcare since 1986, and death is a part of life. But that was a child, and I understand everyone approaches things like that differently. But the fact is, sometimes in life, tragedy does befall us, and you have to prepare yourself mentally for these things, and everybody goes about that differently. And I'm saying that for this reason, man, because I am in the medical field. They have a saying that it is a business and it is a practice. And when those people told you what they told you, that's a callous attitude. I'd work in the operating room, ma'am, and if I make a mistake with the instrument tray, if they say, for instance, Derek, you made an error on a tray, you left out some instruments in the tray. Nobody on earth feels as bad as I do, because my life someone's life could potentially be in my hands, if you understand me. And that's a hell of a burden, man. But the fact is that a lot of these hospital systems, they are there to get people in there and get them out of there. Okay? And so when that person, whomever this bad person said what they said to you, I just have flashbacks because I saw stuff like that in the military. In fact, I'll say this and then I'll drop down just to give you an example of how callous they are. Last year, we've been going through this thing, and I overheard a doctor tell another resident, "We're going to let this person expire, and then we're going to see if we can bring them back with an experimental drug." What type of mentality does that? And so I'm just going to tie this up really quick, ma'am. It's not your fault. They didn't know what they were doing. They clearly did not know what they're doing. We misdiagnose people every day. They leave instruments in patients every day. They prescribe medications that kill people, unfortunately, every day. And in fact, now that we have this thing going around, the virus and stuff like that, they are throwing people on these ventilators and getting them out of here. This is just a fact, ma'am. And so again, my heart goes out to you. But as a medical worker, I am ashamed for my profession. But this is what they do. And so you just go on and you tap into your God, and you let God take over. It's nothing you could have done. It's nothing at all you could have done. So my heart goes out to you, Unstoppable. Thank you for taking my call, and salute to your chat, ma'am. My condolences, and you take care of yourself. All right.
Blessings, Derek.
Thank you.
Carla, I want to emphasize something that the first caller had said, right? I want to just add some emphasis to that. Carla, hold the line for a moment, right? What I'm saying to you is this. Turn the live down in the background for me, please.
Okay.
What I want to say to you is this. I want to emphasize what the first caller had said. You need to focus on the happy moments with your daughter. It's sad that you've lost your daughter. It's going to hurt. You're going to cry. And I encourage you to let it out when the tears come, Let it out. You're going to cry. You're going to have sad moments. You're going to remember her and cry. But I agree with the first caller. Reminisce on the happy times. And one thing that you said your daughter said, she told you, Mommy, everything is all right. That's what you said she told you, right?
Yes.
So she wanted you to be comfortable. She wanted you to be at peace. Even though she left, your daughter wanted you to be at peace. She didn't want you here hurting. So just think about the happy times. You spoke highly of your daughter. You spoke of how awesome she is. And I said is. You notice I didn't say was. I said is. Because she is still very much a part of you. You understand what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
Even though she's not here, I'm saying is, because she's still very much a part of you. And you're always going to have her with you. So, like I said, focus on the happy moments that you had with your daughter. Remember her in that way. Don't focus so much on the day that she died and how she died. Focus on the great memories. Focus on the times that she made you smile. Focus on the times that you and her spent together. Focus on the good things that you did with her. And that is how you're going to eventually heal. Someone said that the grieving process, in the comment section, someone said that the grieving process normally takes a year. But no one can really put a time frame on how long someone grieves, especially a parent, because no parent wants to bury their child. But you can heal. This pain can subside by remembering your daughter. And each time you remember those moments, instead of crying, you will start to smile. All right, mother?
Yes.
I have a caller on the line. Caller, you're live. Go ahead for me.
Hi, good night. Good night, mother. I feel your pain, and I'm a mother of three, and honestly, you bring tears to my eyes. And I know you love your daughter, and your daughter love you very, very much. She wants you to be happy, as Unstoppable said. Just think about all the good memories you have with her. You're going to have bad time, you're going to have good times. But I will tell you, today, one of our cousin Barry and the pastor said, whenever you see a rainbow in the sky, just remember that is she, because she's a shining star for you. I lost my cousin just Mother's Day gone, and she didn't wake up out of her bed. And I'm telling you, I can tell you the worst Mother's Day for everyone, father and mother, because she was a shining star. But you just have to think of the good time. Don't blame yourself that you didn't make a good move. But KPH is one of the worst hospital, Spanish Town. I almost lost my baby because I lost my niece when I was a young girl. But if I tell you this story, it's not gonna end now. But I just run into a car and I went straight to Andrews Hospital. But those times were better time, not now when KPH and all of those is running up and down like headless chicken. But just think of the good time. She said, Mommy, I love you and everything going to be all right. She know that her feelings wasn't the feeling that you was expected, but she know what she was feeling. So she was giving you a heads up. She don't want to see you look sad. She don't want to see you cry. But it's okay for you to cry, and it's okay for you to bawl if you want to bawl. But for somebody to tell you that, oh, you must get over it, that's stupidness. You are the mother. And if it was even a friend, it if take 5 years, it's 5 years. There's no limitation on mourning and grieving. All I can say to you, just don't break down yourself because I guess you have other kids. Because they're going to feel it and they may don't talk about it now. But if you want them have to sit down one day and just bawl it out, just bawl. If you want to shout out in the house like you're crazy for her. But at the end of the day, just try and build yourself up, you know,
Yes,
and
thank
think
you.
about her in a positive, think about her in a positive way. If you have to put her picture somewhere, if it bother you now, you take it down. But later on, you just think about it. But continue pray, pray to God and ask God to give you a peace that passes all understanding. And lay your burden at His
Yes,
feet. Trust me, He will take care of it. It's not gonna be today, tomorrow, but leave it to God. Trust me, He will take care of you. And I say again, just try to eat and just take care of yourself because she's in a better place. You nor the doctor don't know what, but for them to tell you that is pneumonia, to me that is trippiness. I had pneumonia 5 times, and no doctor ever told me that it can affect your blood circulation. It affects your lungs. And if the doctor did discover that from the first time, they will give you something to clean up the lungs and things like that. But she wasn't coughing or anything, so don't let them tell you stripping it is pneumonia. She's young and an active girl. They don't know what it pneumonia is not something you look on like that. Because you took her to doctor before. It's not something sudden that the doctor can tell you that. That's stupidness. But again, don't beat up yourself on it that she died in your lap. She could die anywhere. Thank God they didn't take her away and don't find her body to have closure. She died
yes,
peacefully in your hands, right?
All
And
right.
that's the best thing. Just think on it that way.
All
God
right.
give life and He taketh it, right? So
Thank you
I'm
so
here
yes,
much,
praying
ma'am.
Carla.
for you and you will be
Thank you.
okay. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you calling.
Yeah,
Much love.
right.
Carla,
And that's the
good night
best.
to your life. Turn the stream down in the background for me, please.
Yes, good night, Unstoppable. Good night, Mommy. And I'm saying Mommy
Good
because I
night.
am a mother and I have lost a child. And believe me, it doesn't matter how long, you'll never get over it. You never get over it. And you get over it if you want to get over it. You remember it when you want to remember it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a giver, and I laugh over everything. I remember jokes and I would just burst out laughing.
Mm-hmm.
I remember sad times and I just burst out crying. But most of all, I remember happy times. I'm going to tell you a little thing that happens to me at Mapen Hospital. My uncle died of breathing problem, respiratory failure. And my aunt, his sister, had a stroke the day of the funeral on a Sunday. I have a 4 a.m. flight that Monday morning. I rushed my aunt to Mapen Hospital and they told me go take a seat. I said, why? I'm not tired. I'm here to register her. And they said, well, someone will come and register her. Go in that room and go sit down. When I opened the door, I saw a lady in there with her baby, said she'd been there all day. I went back to the desk and I said, listen, there's a lady in there that said she's been here all day and she don't need any company. You have 25 minutes to get somebody to register my aunt. If you can't register her, get me to a computer where I can register her. But you have 20 minutes now because you just lost five. And if you kill her, I'm going to sue you and the hospital. They register my aunt within 20 minutes. Now I said the doctor have 28 minutes to come see her. And people started cursing me about foreigner. I said, listen, you all come here, okay, to come have your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I come here because you have a stroke
Mm-hmm.
and I just have back surgery. So right now the doctor only have 26 minutes to get here and see her. So I don't care where he have to come from. He better hurry up and get here. And I start timing down. That time now, my aunt is getting so sick that she forget her married name. And I started questioning her. And anytime my aunt start talking like she's from the Brit, I know that her medical condition is getting worse. And within 10 minutes, the specialist came. And I told the specialist that my aunt had a stroke. And she says, okay, I'll examine her. And she come and she did what.
All right, so we lost that caller. I hope she don't think I hung up on her for some reason. All right. So the phone line is open again, 876-420-3368. Caller, I'm seeing where someone in the comment section is saying, you never had an independent autopsy done on her, right?
I paid 35,000 to do one private autopsy.
And the results came out the same?
That's the only autopsy I had done on her.
Oh, okay. So it was a private autopsy you had done?
Yes.
Okay, so the hospital itself didn't tell you her cause of death then? It's the autopsy that you...
No, the hospital didn't tell me.
Okay. All right. So for those of you in the comment section saying that, you wish she had gotten her private autopsy, it was private. Dr. Mia, you're live. Good night.
Good night. Good night, guys. Good night, caller.
Good night.
All right. So I will go with the first caller where she said that you should just live with the happy moments. I call because I can relate. I was just in the chat and I was saying it, and every time someone said they lose a child, it brings back memories. You see, the thing is with you have a lot of good memories to live with your daughter. I didn't get that opportunity because I lost my kids when they just born. So I only see them and they just gone just like that. So you have a lot of memories to share. And I can tell you they are very, very, very good memories. And the part where she motivated you, you got your deep freeze, you actually start doing your thing. And she went and she sell her ice cream and helped you out and stuff. Trust me, those are good things to smile at. And like Mother's Day, when it comes around and you want to cry, you just simply remember and you smile and you said, rest on, my daughter. You see, nobody can tell you how to feel your pain because your pain is your pain and your pain is your belly pain. You bring that child and that child grew up in your arms and she gets you motivated when you feel, down and out. So only you can restore your pain when the time is right for you to restore it, and I can tell you, you will be okay. No one can tell you how to heal, when to heal. I lost my kids so long ago, and until this date, it still hurts. Because bringing a child come into this world is never easy. You feel a lot of pains. You go through the whole entire pregnancy and all those stuff. So I want to tell you to just smile when you can smile, cry when you want to cry, but just don't dwell in the deepest part of the sadness. You want to keep some memories with you and you want to smile at them at some point. Okay, caller?
Thank you.
All right, Dr. Mia. Thank you so much for calling. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. All right, bye.
Mother, I'm going to wrap up by saying this to you again. It will get better, You will start to feel better. You won't stop hurting 100%, but it will get better. There's going to come times when you're going to just think about her and smile without crying. There's going to come a time when you're going to think about her and cry. Mother's Day, birthdays, when you think about the fact that she is no longer here with you, when you see something that reminds you of her, those are the moments that you're going to react in whichever way the body wants to react. Right? So if it's a crying situation, you're going to shed a tear. If it's a laughing or smiling situation, then you're going to react in that way. But the most important thing here that I want to say to you is this. Your daughter gave you the best thing. She said, Mommy, it's all right. I want you to understand that, She said, Mommy, it's all right. And you got your goodbye. You were able to say, I love you. And she was able to say, Mommy, I love you. These were the things that you said she told you while, in the hospital. You got your goodbye. It doesn't stop you from hurting, but she wouldn't want you to be here hurting and in pain, Mother.
I know.
She wants you to be happy. I'm quite sure she would want you to be happy. And
even when she was alive, she never liked to see me sad.
And see, a lot of persons probably was wondering in the beginning why I asked what her personality was like. See, I wanted to know what your daughter was like. So if she had that bubbly, happy spirit, that happy, bubbly personality, that's something for you to hang on to. Persons might have been wondering why I asked that, but I wanted to know that for that reason. You have that to hang on to. You can think about the things and the times that she made you laugh. The times that she made you crack up. Just doing things to keep you as her mother in a happy place.
Yeah, true.
So those are the memories I want you to hold on to, Mother.
Yes, thank you.
You mentioned that you're alone. You mentioned that no one reached out even after she passed, and you feel so alone when it comes to this situation. But you're not alone. You're not alone. You're very far from alone. You may not have the people around you supporting you, but you're very far from alone, Mother. You're not alone. And I told you earlier, she will always be a part of you. You'll never let her go. So I want to thank you so much for sharing with us tonight. And also, I'm quite sure that several of the Unstoppable members right here will appreciate you reaching out to them if you ever feel like you need to speak to someone. If there's ever a time when you feel down, even me myself, you can reach out to if there's a time where you feel down and you need someone to speak to. I checked on you the other day, if you'll remember, because I was concerned. I was concerned after we spoke, and I wanted to just know that you're okay. So we will be here for you.
I really thank you, and I really appreciate you for doing that for me. Despite I don't know you and you don't know me, I really thank you and appreciate you.
Yeah, because after I spoke to you, it really moved me, Mother, and for days it lingered on me, just wondering how you're doing, if you're coping, if you're all right. So I had to reach out, just to see what's up with you. And like I said, we will be here with you. If you ever feel like you need someone to talk to, I'm quite sure there are several persons on the program that will be a listening ear if you need someone to speak with. So if it's okay and persons reach out to me and say they want to be, a support system for you to have someone to speak to and they want your contact, should I give it to them?
Yes, you can.
Okay. All right. So viewers, there you have it. The mother lost her daughter. She is not coping with it so well, but she'll be all right. And as her daughter said, Mommy, it's all right. So eventually she'll be all right. Mother, we'll talk again. And please, like I said, keep in touch. If you ever feel like you need to talk, just call me. All right? And I'm quite sure plenty persons here will want to be your support system as well. So as soon as they message me or call me, I will pass your information on to them. So you'll have people from the Unstoppable family to speak with. and keep you motivated and uplift your spirits. All right?
Okay, thanks a lot.
All right. Have a blessed night and be strong.
Yes, thank you, and same to you.
Unstoppable family, I told you tonight's program would not be an easy one. I told you that tonight's program would not have been an easy one. And it is because I knew what she was going to share. And like I told you, when she told me about it the very first time, I was moved. I felt her pain when I spoke to her the very first time. You know, one of the things that I always say is no parent should have to bury a child. No parent should have to bury a child. So, when this mother shared her situation and I heard the pain in her voice, everybody could hear the pain in her voice tonight, right? We could hear the pain in her voice tonight. If you're there and you have a positive energy and you're like me and you have a listening ear and you have the capability of giving good advice and you want to be there for this mother, just send me a message and let me know you want to speak with her. And as you heard her say, it's okay, I will send you her contact. But just make sure that when you reach out to the mother, you're not calling her to waste her time or to aggravate her or to make her feel more hurt than she is already feeling. Just make sure that you'll be reaching out to her to motivate her. We've reached the end of the program, Unstoppable Family. It's ending on a sad note. I don't even know how to bounce back and make the program a little bit more I think it's best we just wrap it up here. Yeah, I think it's best we just wrap it up on this note. I want to say thank you to every single person that's here tonight, whether you are here for the very first time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for every person that has shared out the program. I do appreciate you sharing out the show. Thank you to every person that hit that like button. I do appreciate that. And also to the persons that have contributed to the program. Althea, thank you so much for your Cash App contribution. That is greatly appreciated. Christine, thank you for your Cash App contribution as well. It is appreciated. And Karen sent in a Cash App contribution. Thank you so much, Karen. That is appreciated as well. And I had a contribution coming on PayPal. I apologize, I can't remember the name right now. But thank you so much for that PayPal contribution as well. It is appreciated. Your contribution to this show is what keeps it going on. And you are appreciated. I want to say a big shout out to Pat Henry. Pat is in the comment section of YouTube. I want everybody to welcome Pat to the family. All right. Pat signed up tonight and got her badge beside her name. Thank you so much, Pat, for doing that. And this is why I had to shout Pat out. Pat reached out and she said, Unstoppable, love your program. I need to become a member. I need to get my badge. And she went right ahead. She didn't know how to do it, but I walked her through the steps in doing so. And she walked right ahead and did it. So I want to say thank you so much, Pat, for taking the time to sign up and get your badge. I truly appreciate it. All right. So if you're there and you are not yet officially a member of the Unstoppable family, please consider signing up and getting your badge. You know, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, you can get your badge. Facebook, it's even easier for you over there. All right. Thank you so much for sending in, for signing up and getting your badges over there on Facebook. And to the YouTube crew, thank you so much for signing up and getting your badge. All right. Facebook crew, I do appreciate everybody that has shared out the program. Thank you so much. All right. AKP, thank you so much for that super chat. I do appreciate it as well. Gary Logan, thank you for the super chat, my brother. Max Up, thank you so much for the super chat. Kwesi, thank you so much for your super chat contribution. It is appreciated. All right. Thank you so much to everybody that has shared out the program. And one thing that I am going to point out before I leave, as a matter of fact, I had several persons hit me up. At least 100 people hit me up and say, Unstoppable, please add me to the broadcast group. This is the most I ever had people reach out and say they want to get added to the broadcast group. So big up to every person that reached out and asked to be added. So if you're watching and you want to be added to the broadcast group, where once we go live, you get the show come directly to your WhatsApp, just send a message to the WhatsApp number on the screen, 876-420-3368, and say, Unstoppable, add me to the WhatsApp group, to the broadcast group, sorry, and you will be added. Also, if you are here and you want to share a story, if you want to share something that happened to you, it doesn't matter how long ago it happened. If something happened and you feel like your story is something that you need to share, because remember, everybody has a story, and your story may just help someone else that needs to hear your story. Feel free to reach out, and all you need to do is send a WhatsApp message and say, Unstoppable, I have a story I want to share, to the number on the screen, 876-420-3368. That's all you need to do. Just send a message, Unstoppable, I have a story I want to share. And you will be scheduled to share your story on the program. It could be about anything, as long as it's a story that you feel is worthy to be discussed, we will discuss it. I'm going to leave now, and I'm going to say a great thank you once again to every supporter of this platform, both on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you to all my moderators, all of the people that we see in a blue. Thank you so much. Thank you to all my badgers who signed up and got your badge. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone that has supported the merch store and continues to support the merch store. Thank you so much for getting your Unstoppable merch. You're appreciated. Before I leave, remember me say, make sure sign up and get your badge if you haven't done so as yet. Facebook crew, if you're there and you're gonna get your badge, it's like how Judy Rowe has her badge on her name over there, and Judy a rock her badge looking nice pan her name. That's how your badge will look. You see like how Hyacinth Unstoppable over here on YouTube a rock her badge and her badge look nice pan her name. That's how your badge is going to look on your name as well. All right. So if you want to get your badge and you want to be an official member, because remember, that is another way for you to actually support the platform by signing up and becoming a member. All right. Unstoppable family, thank you so much once again, and have a blessed weekend. I will see you on Monday night for another awesome program. Blessings.
See the music, 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 move your waistline, move your shoulders, see the music, move your waistline, move your shoulders.
This music got me feeling like them way up high, sipping martinis and blue slushes with umbrellas up high. I like dancing, you like dancing? Put my feet up high.